How are you supposed to eat this? Is
well, you keep it in the wrapper.
Welcome to Mess Burger.
Yeah.
We'll call it. You know what? I'm gonna go crazy.
Oh, oh,
yep, yeah.
Oh, this is my car.
We're gonna do it. Here we go. Ready?
Oh no. It's totally messy, but the idea is you keep it in the wrapper.
I know. I want people to see it. It's like a Salisbury steak patty. It's like a little Salisbury steak burger.
Yeah.
Ken Domik Music Service. Got some more stupid drone footage. Ken Domik Music Service. Here he goes with all his garbage again. Ken Domik Music Service. Let's hurry and get this done. Ken Domik Music.
Hey guys, it's Ken from KBD Productions TV and
Paul from Critical Eats Japan.
Welcome to another Ken and Paul food review just for you. We are at MOS Burgers, and this is supposed to be one of the most well-known burger places in all of Japan.
Yeah, that's right. It's a Japanese chain, and it's as popular, if not more popular, than, say, a McDonald's would be, at least in Japan.
Right. He says you got to do a MOS Burger before you
got to do the signature MOS Burger.
And I think it came to $3.70. As you can see, my whole bill is in Japanese.
Your whole bill is in Japanese? Really, Ken? That is amazing! We would have expected it would be in Spanish or French. And no, the whole thing is in Japanese. The whole thing! Like, not even having part of it in Spanish or French or even English. The whole thing. The whole bill is in Japanese. Thanks for holding that up for like 1.5 seconds and sharing. And, you know, I paused it here so we can do the reaction and share that you want to share your bill with the audience. And look at Paul. He's like, look at this. Like, is this entertainment? No. I hope Paul got whatever he wanted from this collaboration. And, like, Ken is not in any position to boost anyone for viewers and subs now. So it's like, you want to do a collab with well, Ken said he wasn't going to do Japan for this year. So, hopefully, then Paul will not have to deal with him. So, there's Ken sharing his bill.
This is a business.
And it's all in Japanese. My whole bill is in Japanese. Thanks, Ken. And now let's get to the food, please.
One of the cool things is we walked in, we're looking at what we want. Paul's been here many times. He knows what it says. So, but she could see two white guys standing in there. So she came running around the corner and she gave us an English menu, which was really cool. And so again, if you're in Japan and you want to try MOS Burger, don't be afraid to walk in there. They'll see that you're an English-speaking person, and they'll give you an English-speaking menu, so you can easily pick what you want.
People are reading the menu. They have pictures of the food. Just point.
That's right.
But my burger came to $3.70. Then I ordered fries and onion rings and a drink, and the fries, onion rings, and a drink came to like $2.50 plus $3.10. Then they took off because I did like a combo.
Yeah, it's a set menu.
They took off like 90 yen.
That is our Ken. Not only does he have to show the bill once, he has to show the bill twice. And why? Because it's a business. It's a business. It's a business. This is a business.
This is a business.
Poor Paul. There he is, stuck with Ken, using the bill for a second time in their collaboration. Gotta think to himself, there has to be a better way. There is a better way, Paul. Stay away from Ken. You can do it yourself or find better people who are much cooler. Anyway, back to the food.
So altogether it came to 840 yen, which I think is like normal for like a set kind of meal here.
It's not bad.
And what did you order? And I just realized I only get 2 onion rings. You want an onion ring?
Only 2?
We'll share.
Damn.
I touched it, but you can have it. Nice fries.
So you're gonna want to save some fries until.
Oh.
This is the first warning that Paul is giving to Ken about the oncoming mess that's going to come from these burgers. And the burgers already come in what Paul refers to as a diaper. He is letting Ken know that these burgers are going to be messy. So, you see, Paul is one of those really nice people who doesn't want to tell Ken, listen, idiot, these burgers are going to make a mess. You're in my car, so don't make a mess, please and thanks. And if you start to make a mess, I'm going to start telling you off about it. Because I keep my car clean. Do you understand? So, Paul is going out of his way to turn into a little story, right? Trying to lead Ken down the garden path and say, hold on to some of your fries because there's going to be a big mess from the burgers and you can use the mess to dip your fries in later. So, this is the first warning. It's very nice. And remember that whether you own a car or not, that those that do, and if you wish you had one, that if you keep it clean, then that's your thing. You don't want anybody spilling anything. People who don't keep their car clean, like Ken, they don't care. They figure that if they don't care, no one else should care either. So, this was the first warning, which was not heeded, and there's going to be coming warnings that are not going to be heeded. So, that was the first.
Your burger. Because it may or may not, it will be messy.
And stop right there. Paul is not even done giving the first warning yet. Because he is super good and polite. And he's got this whole story prepared, right? Because he's already worried about his car getting dirty before they even started this. And he figures, I got 1 to 2 ways I can do this. I can say, look, do not mess my car, you stupid bastard. He won't do that. So he's going through this whole story first. And he says, it may or may not be. Then he goes to may. Then he says, it will be messy. Now, I'm going to play this a few times so you get it.
Your burger. Because it may or may not, it will be messy. Your burger. Because it may or may not, it will be messy. Your burger. Because it may or may not, it will be messy. And you're going to want to use your fries.
Now, I'm going to have to go back and play this sequence again. Because you guys have been asking me and asking me and asking me and asking me to do this. And I'm doing it now. And I'm doing it properly. So I'm going to give you everything you want. And Paul had this all prepared, right? He knows he's going to do this with Ken. He's worried about his car. And so he starts doing the actions of digging your fries into the mess that is like an extra condiment. And just as he starts to be digging his fries in, Ken looks away from him. So we're going to play that a few times too.
May or may not, it will be messy, and you're going to want to use your fries. May or may not, it will be messy, and you're going to want to use your fries. May or may not, it will be messy, and you're going to want to use your fries. May or may not, it will be messy, and you're going to want to use your fries. May or may not, it will be messy, and you're going to want to use your fries. May or may not, it will be messy, and you're going to want to use your fries. May or may not, it will be messy, and you're going to want to use your fries.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Ken did not pay attention to the most important part of the warning. He looked away from Paul and didn't look back and say, well, what were you talking about? What? Huh? He said, oh yeah, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Oh boy. Let me get my sandwich here. And I can't go back and play it any more times. So if you want to, come back and play it again if you wish to. So, Ken didn't pay attention. He concerns that other people have don't mean anything to people such as Ken Domik. And, here we go.
We've been sitting here for a minute while we talked, right?
Yeah.
So, in Japan, it's the norm to serve any type of burger in a pouch, aka a diaper, right? Or whatever you want to call it.
Check that out, people.
Now, Paul has just explained that it is customary in Japan to serve any type of burger in a pouch, aka a diaper. And Ken is not paying attention to him. Because Paul is trying to protect his car. You know, he's worried about Ken making a mess. And he's trying to set the example that it's customary. Like, you know, Paul has moved to Japan. Ken is the guest, and he should be polite. And Paul is keeping the story going for protecting his car, and that he is saying that it's customary, and we're going to do the customary Japanese thing. We're going to eat this in the pouch, in the diaper. And Ken's not paying attention because Ken just wants to do it. Look at this, people. Here is the burger, people. And so I'm going to play that again for you, too.
So in Japan, it's the norm to serve any type of burger in a pouch, aka a diaper, right, or whatever you want to call it.
Check that out, people.
So in Japan, it's the norm to serve any type of burger in a pouch, aka a diaper, right, or whatever you want to call it.
Check that out, people.
So in Japan, it's the norm to serve any type of burger in a pouch, aka a diaper, right, or whatever you want to call it.
Check that out, people.
So in Japan, it's the norm to serve any type of burger in a pouch, aka a diaper, right, or whatever you want to call it.
Check that out, people.
So in Japan, it's the norm to serve any type of burger in a pouch, aka a diaper, right, or whatever you want to call it.
Check that out, people. Scratch it, sniff it. The rest is mine.
Okay.
Yeah, it smells like spaghetti.
A little bit, yeah. So I asked her, and she did say this one is a...
The burger is already making a mess.
A beef patty.
A beef
I was
patty.
a little concerned it might be beef/pork.
Right.
But some of the other ones she said, no, that's beef, pork. But this was beef, she said. And then, of course, mine is soy. So it's not meat at
right
all.
in there.
You can give that one a scratch, too, if you so desire.
If you want to scratch the soy.
Scratch the Soy. Sounds like a band name.
Scratch the soy.
Yes, so...
I remember them.
My burger's got a bun, soy patty, a kind of Thousand Island dressing with onions mixed in it, tomatoes, lettuce, more Thousand Island dressing on top, and another bun. So it's pretty basic.
I think I wore the wrong shirt for this burger.
Ken cares so little for Paul that he is already joking with whatever he is given to work with. And that is that the burger is already starting to make a mess before they even get it out of the diaper. So it's like, oh, I wore the wrong shirt. Like, yeah, if you should have had a dark shirt, not a bright shirt, because he already knows this burger is going to be making a mess. So he's already it's like Paul never even told him anything. It's just, you know, like when somehow you talk to people and they don't listen to anything you say, they don't give you any respect for what you are saying. That's what Ken just did to Paul. And Ken keeps everything in the footage, you know? Because he's so lazy, he doesn't care about other people's feelings. You're like, you know, Paul actually doesn't look the best here because he's struggling, because he's so nice. He should just say, listen, Ken, do not mess my car. Keep that burger in the friggin' bag. You got it? And so Ken is like, you know, oh, I think I didn't wear the right shirt. And you see how Paul is laughing? Like, that's nervous laughter. Like, he's still worried about his car because Ken is not showing any interest in following instructions politely from Paul. See, like if you want to keep your car nice and clean and someone ruins it, it costs a lot of money to get it back if you can even find the parts.
But
yeah.
Mine's the bun at the bottom. Let's go from the bottom up. So bun, beef patty, and then she's
some sort of mayonnaise sauce.
A mayonnaise
there. Yep.
Mayonnaise, and there's looks like there's possibly little chunks of onion, and then like a spaghetti sauce, and then a tomato on top of the spaghetti sauce.
Right.
How are you supposed to eat this?
Do you see what I mean about Ken Domik being a sociopath? People who are sociopaths do not care about the feelings of others. They do not care about the rights of others. They do not care what others have to say. And they do not respect the property of others. Paul has just told like a long story because he's too polite to say, listen, Ken, this is my car. I keep it clean. This burger's a mess. Keep it in the pouch. Respect my property and do as I ask you to do. He's too nice to say that. So he goes this whole long story about, you know, we leave it in the diaper and this is going to be messy. And Ken, you know, he doesn't hear. Because he's a sociopath. He's like, wow, that's a pretty strong thing to say, but, you know, a sociopath. Yes, he's a sociopath. Because he conned YouTube into forcing me to give him my real name and my real address by filing false copyright strikes. Ken is a con artist. He knows about fair use. He knows how YouTube works. He's been on YouTube for way more than 10 years. And he had to get my real name and my real address by shutting this channel down for more than half a month by filing false copyright strikes against this channel. Because he doesn't want me to have anything to say, and he doesn't want you to have any opportunity to comment on what he does either. So he's a small-time con artist. He also offered himself as a broker for food bank donation cash. Like, that's a whole other story, right? Like, you guys know I'm in Barrie, Ontario, Canada, and it was for the Barrie, Ontario, Canada Food Bank. And I'm going to leave a link in the description. If you want to donate to the food bank in Barrie, Ontario, you just go to the link, and you clickety-click, barb a trick, and you donate your money. You don't have to use Ken Domik as a broker. Anyway, I'm getting off track, I know. It's just that that's what a sociopath does. They have no conscience. So, it does not bother Ken to skim money off the top acting as a broker for charity donations when he should just be saying, here's the food bank, go give them your money. It doesn't bother him to file false copyright strikes against me to steal my personal name and address. The guy has said to Ken, like, you know, be careful, this is going to be a mess. And Ken is just sitting there and says, I don't know how I'm going to eat this. He didn't listen to a word that he was told. What Paul should do is, I'll tell you how to fucking eat this. You eat it in the bag, you stupid, rude piece of shit. Do as I say. You're my guest. You're in my car, and this car is kept clean. And there you go, I don't know how to eat this.
Well, you keep it in the wrapper.
Did you hear Paul? He said, you keep it in the wrapper. Now this here is an example of people who are way too nice. And it seems that Ken is always taking advantage of people who are way too nice. Ken should not even have shown this footage. It says, the reason why Ken gives us this footage for me to react to is that number one, Ken is lazy. And number two, Ken is not thinking about other people's feelings. Because he should be looking at this like, this is a little embarrassing for Paul. You see, like, Ken doesn't even feel that way because he doesn't consider Paul's feelings. He shouldn't be showing us this footage. All this should be edited out of the final version. So Paul has told Ken already like 50 times, this is how we eat it, it's going to be a mess. Ken listens to nothing that Paul has to say, and has the audacity to say, I don't know how I'm going to eat this. And then Paul has to say one more time, well, you leave it in the wrapper. And then you can, in the next, like, I'm going to keep playing this over and over until I get the point across, like you appreciate all this. You guys have been asking me to do this many times, so you're going to get it done properly. You can hear Paul mumble after the fact, or else it's going to be a mess. Here we go.
Or is it gonna
I know,
make
but
a
as I fold it out, I'm just trying to, I want to, like, pick it up.
Do you hear Ken? And he says, well, as I fold the diaper out and I pull the burger up, it's like, what Paul had to say meant nothing to him. It's like, then he's like, well, I don't know how I'm going to eat this. Well, you leave it in the wrapper, or else it's going to make a mess. Yeah, that's very interesting, Paul. You see, how do I do that? Is I fold out the diaper, and I'm going to lift the burger up to eat it, like, over the wrapper. That's not how you treat a friend. This is not even how you treat a business associate. Like, we are not witnessing big business happening here. Our Ken has 450,000 subscribers, yet he averages about 30,000 views per video. And he only went up a little bit because he's doing the gas station trend thing, which I have to admit is working for him right now. Yet, like all other trends, that's going to fall by the wayside, and then Ken will be back to like 20,000 views on average per video. So it's like, here are a couple of guys who are both trying to get more subs by doing a collab. That's how collabs work. And, like, this is not how you treat a business partnership. Like, if both of them lost their monetization, like, tomorrow, neither one of them would be bothering doing this, right? So, and there's no harm in this, right? You know, two people want to get some subs happening. It's just, this is not how you treat people in business. You know? The other partner in this collab says, don't do this, and Ken's like, yeah, well, whatever. Did you say something? Did somebody just fart? Was that the noise?
I own you.
Anyway, we'll keep going with this.
Right.
And then eat over the wrapper.
Oh, I see.
Do you know what? No respect. No respect. No respect. No respect. I'm just gonna eat over the wrapper. Oh, I see. He told Ken like 50 times how to do it to protect his car from getting dirty. Ken says, well, I'm just gonna eat over the wrapper. Oh, I see. I hate to use this clip, yet this is where the video is going, unfortunately, for Paul. He tells Ken 50 times, don't do this. Ken does it anyway. You know what it means?
I own you.
This footage is not funny now. It is sad because Paul is too nice for his own good. And instead of saying, I told you so, he is left with, welcome to Mossburger, which is a polite way of saying, I told you so. It's making a mess just like I said it would. And you know what Ken does? He mocks Paul. He says, welcome to Mossburger. Welcome to Mossburger. I'm Ken Domik. I got a mess here on my hands. They should call it Messburger. Isn't that really funny? I'm Ken Domik. I'm Mr. Entertainment. I got a mess here. He has no respect for Paul and his property.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Welcome to Mossburger.
Welcome to Messburger.
Yeah.
We'll call it. You know what? I'm gonna go crazy.
Do you know what Ken is really saying? He is saying, listen, Paul, I have put up with your BS for a long time. You telling me what to do? I'm Ken Domik. I'm a professional food reviewer. And I'm a sociopath, and therefore I have no respect for your feelings, your property, your rights, or your opinions. So I'm letting you know in my own little polite way that, hey, Paul, I'm going to do what I want. Do you understand? That's my little warning to you. I've had enough of your little warnings, Paul. I'm giving you the Ken Domik warning, which says I'm going to go crazy. Which means I'm going to do what I want. Do you understand, Paul? Do you understand what that means? It means I own you.
I own you.
I'm going to do what I want. I don't care if this is your car. I'm going to start making a mess, and if you want to say, hey, it's my car, you're just a little fart in the wind to me. Do you understand?
Oh. Oh.
Yep, yeah.
Oh. This is my car.
Sorry, bud. It's not on your car. It's not a thing.
Dude.
We're gonna do it. Here we go. Ready?
Who needs Ken Domik for a friend? Or even for a minor business associate? His channel is in the gutter. And what do you think Paul got out of this collab? Like, bugger all. Ken's channel is going to continue to go down the gutter, and there is no reason for people to collab with him, because what did Paul get from this? He is made to look bad, and I'm not doing this reaction to make Paul look bad, because Paul is a nice guy. I've been told that he's in a band, and he's really cool and everything. He's just too nice for his own good here. And the purpose of this video is to show people, like, Ken is the jerk. I'm not trying to make Paul look bad. Ken is the jerk here. And I'm going to play this footage again because Paul is not laughing with real fun here. He is, you know, this is nervous, embarrassed, awkward laughter because he's worried about his car and he wants to strangle Ken. He's just sitting there pretending to laugh at it.
Oh, no.
You can also get
Oh,
What?
Oh no!
You can also get what?
I saw some dropped there.
Yeah, there are lots of onions.
Yeah, yeah.
I have this stuff up here. It's good.
It's totally messy, but the idea is you keep it in the wrapper.
I know.
Can you believe how rude Ken Domik is? Like, he has the opportunity to have somebody in Japan help him with this collab. And all that Paul is asking for Ken to do is respect his car. If somebody's into keeping their car totally clean, then why not respect it? Like, what is the emergency? Why does Ken have to do it like this? As he's going to say next, he's going to say, I know, I wanted them to see it. Ken went viral with a video like a couple years ago with the flowing noodles. That was an idea that he did with Eric Surf 6, and he stole it from Eric Surf 6 because he did it years prior to that. And the year that Ken reviewed the cup of coffee, he didn't do anything with those videos. And this year, 2019, somebody asked Ken when he was washing the dishes on live stream, hey, are you going to go back to Japan this coming year? And he said, no, I don't have the money. So, what is this video worth to Ken Domik? You know? Peanuts. And for that, he doesn't respect what Paul asked him to do? What is the emergency? Why does he have to do this? Why does he think it makes such a huge difference that the people have to see him with the burger in his hand? That he's willing to make a mess of Paul's car, which he wants to keep perfectly clean. So listen to what Ken says coming up. I want them to see it.
Oh, I want people to see it.
I hate to have to say this, yet at the moment when Paul raises his hand and says, okay, that is the moment at which Paul lost and Ken won.
I own you.
And that is not a bad reflection on Paul. It is just that nice people like Paul are always being caught by surprise by mean bastards like Ken. Because nice people treat everybody nice. And they expect to be treated nice in return. And they get caught off guard by the meanness of pieces of shit such as Ken Domik. I have every belief in Paul that if he was told by some magical fortune teller that Ken was not going to respect his wishes, that Paul would have said, look, we can't do this because if you make a stain there, like, how am I going to get it out of the car, and where am I going to get a new seat? Because I like to keep this thing totally clean. No way are we doing this. It is that Paul was caught by surprise by the meanness of Ken. And furthermore, we should not have this footage, because it is embarrassing for Paul for this to have been published on the platform. And Ken does it because he has no respect for the feelings of people. All he thinks about is himself and his own appetites. I'm talking for money, and that is all.
I know, you want to show them, and then you can use your fries to, in lieu of ketchup, yeah. Lick the diaper, there you go. There's the title for this video, Licking the MOS Diaper. Not?
That is not funny. And I hate to see good people lose to mean pieces of garbage such as Ken. And, you know, he was worried about his car and wanted Ken to respect him, and Ken didn't, and he did whatever he wanted, and, you know, Paul sort of stood up for himself as, you know, it's my car, you know, it's like you're supposed to keep it, it's like, I know, I want him to, okay. And it's not funny at all, so. The rest of this review is just, you know, Ken calls it Salisbury steak twice. And, anyway, that's it. So I'm just going to play it out and get it over with. And before I do, I'm going to play that sequence 2 more times. So, you have some close-ups. Because I've been stopping it and talking over it, right? So I'm going to play it 2 more times. 1 time with close-ups and then 1 time without. And we're almost done with this.
Okay.
Welcome to Mess Burger.
Yeah.
We'll call it. You know what? I'm gonna go crazy.
Oh.
Yep, yeah.
Oh. this is my car.
Sorry, bud. It's not on your car. It's on a thing.
Dude.
We're gonna do it. Here we go. Ready?
Oh no.
You can also get what?
I saw some dropped there.
Yeah, there's lots of onions.
Yeah, yeah.
I have this stuff up here. It's good.
It's totally messy, but the idea is you keep it in the wrapper.
I know. I want people to see it.
I know. You want to show them, and then you can use your fries to in lieu of ketchup. Yeah.
Welcome to Mess Burger.
Yeah.
We'll call it. You know what? I'm gonna go crazy.
Oh.
Yep, yeah.
Oh. This is my car.
Sorry, bud. It's not on your car. It's on a thing.
Dude.
We're gonna do it. Here we go. Ready?
Oh no.
You can also get what?
I saw some dropped there.
Yeah, there's lots of onions.
Yeah, yeah.
I have this stuff up here. It's good.
It's totally messy, but the idea is you keep it in the wrapper.
I know. I want people to see it.
I know. You want to show them, and then you can use your fries to in lieu of ketchup. Yeah. Lick the diaper. There you go. There's the title for this video, Licking the MOS Diaper. Not? Okay, so I'm gonna try this vegetarian burger.
It's like a Salisbury steak patty. Crazy messy. Keep it in the bag, people. Keep it in the bag. See, I was good. I kept it all on there. Very messy.
Okay, fine.
No, it's not bad. It's good.
Right.
But I'm in Japan. I don't want to eat Salisbury steak. Daddy, don't move.
But Hamburg steak is a huge thing here.
On my rating scale, guys, the burger itself, again, it tasted like a Salisbury steak. Ding, 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 ding. I own you. This is a business. Yeah, I made more fucking money than you ever did.